Okay, obviously you got missing shingles around here. And this line right there goes right through to the felt paper, so that's a leak. It's the felt paper right there. Coming down the roof like you were talking about over here. It's just a tab missing. But one tab missing in the right place makes for a gap where felt water can go right through that crack right there. And you've had several repairs that, this one should have been a repair, and instead they nailed it right through the roof and just kind of, that broken tab, they just nailed it there and said to hell with it. They put some caulk there, so this pipe boot needs to be tightened up. Other than that, I think you're not looking too awful bad. The pipe boot's in good shape, so we don't have to worry about that particular situation. That looks good. Yeah, you've had some patch jobs done up here, and you just need to have it done properly. It's not really been done properly. We can fix that, though. That's one of your major problems. Number one, whoever did the repair on this roof, they came up here and they took shingles that should have been replaced, just face nailed them. Put face nails in them. And they left nails all over the place. Whether they were just dropping them while they were working or what, I don't know. This is another piece over here, see? This shingle here, this is up under that old shingle. Now this shingle here should have came out, and the reason why it's leaking, because they stuck this new shingle up under here and it didn't go up under the broken piece. It went over the top of it. So obviously any water gets there, it's going to leak right into the house. And then they just put a bunch of tar on it to hold it down in place. But what they didn't realize is when they put this shingle, slid it up under, it went over the top of the broken shingle, which should have been taken out to start with. So whoever's doing these repair jobs are doing crap work. I mean, I hate to say it, it's just crap work. But I can take care of it though. I can make sure that can be fixed. This one here is just broken off, so that's no big deal. But yeah, see that this tab should have been taken out, but instead they just put a nail in it to hold the tab down so it didn't blow up in the wind, instead of replacing it. These shingles here, I don't know why, but obviously they couldn't get it up far enough because they didn't take out the right amount of stuff, and they just went ahead and put some nails in it, not even in the right place. And then after you put a new shingle in, because the old shingles glue doesn't have any more glue there anymore because you done ripped it apart from the other one, you have to Lexel these down or some type of good caulk, or you just have this going on from now on, and you don't want that going on. Flapping in the wind, that's not good. So that's a bad repair job. Also, they nailed down this fin. Looks like there's a broken shingle right there, and they put it in upside down. I'm not sure what they did here, but this is a broken tab, and they face nailed that thing. Face nailing is not the way to go on shingles, period. I found out what's happened when they were fixing this one. See where it's not slid up all the way like it should have been. This is the way it was when I came to it, all hanging out like that. Well, the reason why is when they put the shingle on, they didn't take the nails out above it. And so the shingle would only go to there because it hit the nail. As soon as it hit the nail, instead of taking the nail out and sliding it up where it's supposed to be, they just chopped it up. And not only that, they covered over old shingles. They just went right over the top of the old shingle. That should have been cut out, slid up right, but the old shingle is still there, and they just slid a new one over the top of it to try to hide it. So that's poor workmanship all the way. Pure poor workmanship all the way. This whole shingle wouldn't go up there because they didn't want to take the time to take the nails loose up here, unfortunately. Just so you can see it better, this shingle was slid up underneath them shingles only until it touched the other shingles, but what they left underneath was the shingles that should have came out. This was the busted shingle, and it should have been all taken out. But instead of going up under there and taking the time, they left it. Garbage. Just as soon as these other tabs blew off, the reason why that hole is still there is because when they put this tab in there, they used an old crap shingle and they slid it right up in there and just left it. So that was wrong to start with. You can tell this is a patch because it's a single piece. This is the reason why your fascia board rotted out here. When these shingles were put on by whoever, they didn't. There's supposed to be a 6-inch break in that shingle. So in other words, that mark right there, where all that rotten wood is, should have been over here in the middle. And not only that, the shingle right here, the starter shingle, is wrong. It shouldn't have been a 12-inch piece, it should have been a 7-inch piece, and it should have been turned around backwards so this here would stick to it. See, none of these bottom's edges anywhere on this whole house are sticking, and the reason why is because they didn't give you the right kind of starter strip. The starter strip is wrong, and they're all broken within 2 inches of the edge of that shingle. See, so what's going to happen is water's going to go right in here and then right in there. So the whole bottom edge of this thing is actually wrong across this whole bottom. Let's see what's going on down through here. They get it everywhere. Yeah, see? That's the edge. That should be 6 inches over, and it should be a 7-inch shingle, not a 12-inch, so that the tar strip is here. Tar strip should be right there instead of back here. So what they did was turn the regular shingle like this upside down instead of using a regular starter strip, so that's wrong. And they didn't break it in the right place, so it's probably going to be leaking all the way across there. Alright, again, I'm on the front of the house now. And same thing on the front as it was on the side over there. When they put the starter strip in, they broke the starter strip within 1 inch of the next shingle. So obviously, you're going to have a stinking leak right there. And which is obviously going to rot out the fascia board over time. Because right there is fascia board.